So sorry for the wait, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Westside versus Pius X varsity football game here in the first round of the Nebraska State playoffs. Westside coming as the 8th seed and Pius in as the ninth seed. We got on air about a little less than a minute into the game, and Westside already put 7 on the board. Avante Dickerson is responsible for that touchdown as he took the opening kickoffs 87 yards back to the house up the right side of the field. So now Pius will start their drive after a touchback. It's now 2nd and 4 for Pius. Westside coming into this game 7-2, Pius 6-3. As they'll run that up the middle, should be enough for a first down by number 22, Josh Anderson.
Yeah, that was perfectly executed there by Westside. That's what they've struggled with here. They just haven't been able to tackle, and, they stopped him. They gave up the first down there, but that shows a lot of improvement.
So number 3, Thomas Robertson at quarterback for Pius, as that play takes them nowhere.
Yeah.
Sam Parsons makes a stop for Westside on that.
And there it is again. They're just making tackles short, which is what they've needed to do all year.
Yeah, that's what they struggled with during the Bellevue West game.
Yeah, it is.
And earlier throughout the season. So we'll see if this Westside defense is improved. Play action, and it's going to be dumped off and almost intercepted. Number 59, Nielsen, had it in his hands, but he just couldn't take it back. Looks like he tried to run before he fully had possession of that ball.
Yeah, that was still a beautiful knockdown by Nielsen there, though.
It would have resulted in another touchdown for Westside, putting them up 14-0. But that is not the case. 3rd and 8 now for Pius. Robertson's in shotgun. He's going to throw. And that pass is incomplete. Bring up 4th down, and Pius will be forced to punt.
That is a really good drive there from Westside in defense. They did what they needed to do, and they got out. Nothing fancy. They just did what they did.
Yeah, Westside did a good job of holding their opponent there. And so not much to compare these two teams on so far. Westside coming into the game 7-2, Pius 6-3. They've only got 2 opponents in common, Millard South and Lincoln North Star. Westside beat Millard South 48-17, and Pius lost 24-21 as Pius will pin Westside inside its own 20 on that punt. Beautiful punt right there.
Yeah, that ball just kept rolling Lincoln Pius's way.
So Westside, obviously a team with a lot of offensive firepower. They scored 433 points coming into this game, 187 points against, while Pius only 285 points scored, 190 allowed. So Plaus will be in quarterback now. It's an empty backfield. And he's going to sweep it to Coles, who's going to fumble it. And Lincoln Pius is going to scoop it up and score. Number 44, Chris Cassidy, will pick that up off the ground, and he'll walk it in for 6. 7-6 here, 9:59 left in the first quarter.
It looked like Cassidy was on Jaden Coles there before he even had possession of the ball.
Yeah, they read that play like a book. They just knew exactly what was happening as soon as Coles was set in motion. So now Pius will attempt to make it 7-7.
As soon as Coles looked up there, he had a defender on him.
And it's good. So we've got a ball game here so far. Sent him 28-14. Westside comes into tonight on a 3-game win streak, beating Lincoln North Star, Bellevue West, and Norfolk.
Yeah, so far this game is looking a lot like Bellevue West too. It's very high scoring, and we're, only 3 minutes into the game.
So Pius will kick it deep this time. And Coles will catch this one. Doesn't have much. He's going to be tackled around the 18-yard line.
He had nowhere to go there.
So Westside will start its drive from the 19. So the pass out to Coles should be enough for about 9 yards, as Westside's going to run the hurry up. Westside does a good job of being quick on offense.
Yeah, that is what Westside has had success with so far this year. The quick little passes about 10 yards to the left side or the right side. Whenever they get fancy, they seem to turn the ball over, but keep doing that, and I think they'll drive the ball down the field every time.
So that was enough for a Westside first down. Coles will get the same. Looks like the same play again as he gets a gain of about 6 on that. Westside's got 3 dangerous weapons on this offense. Senior Dylan Plowd, senior Jaden Coles, and senior Caleb Schweigert. So Coles will get the handoff. For 9:10 left in the game, as Plouts will run with 3 receivers to your bottom of the screen and 1 at the top. The handoff's going to be given to Coles. Coles has not much room to run. As he nears Pius's 45, it's now 3rd and about 6.
And now's when they need to go back to what's working, go back to the little 10-yard pass.
So Westside, empty backfield. Looks like they're going to pass here. And short pass, caught by Coles, and it will be called a catch. Is it enough for a first down, though?
It looks like it's just short of the first down, but I'm not sure. Oh, yeah, it's 4th and inches.
Yeah, 4th and inches. Looks like Westside will try the power run to get it, as the QB sneaks the call, and that should be enough for a first down for Westside.
Yeah.
So Westside now 1st and 10 from Pius's 49. Coles will get the handoff. He's got nowhere to go. Stuffed as soon as he hits the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that's going to be one of the keys to the games for both teams. It's going to be they're going to have to shut down the running game, and they're not going to have to give them 5 yards. It needs to be at the line of scrimmage for them to be successful.
So Plouts will hand off to Coles again. Coles has a little bit more, but not much this time, as he makes it back to about the line of scrimmage. Each team we've seen Westside face here in the last few games of the season has done a good job of shutting Jaden Coles down.
Yeah, Jaden Coles came in as a real threat at the beginning of the year, scoring a bunch of touchdowns, and they've been really focused on him now, and they've been able to shut him down pretty well.
So now Westside looks like they'll pass on 3rd and 10. Plout steps up, is going to run, and he won't have enough for it. But this will be about a 4th and 3 or 4 yards. Is that enough to go for it, do you think?
It's early in the game. I think you go for it here. It's not that long, and you're going to have, it's going to be close to the same field position no matter what, so I think you go for it.
Westside, a little bit too close to punt, too far to kick the field goal, so they're going to go for it here on 4th down. And they're going to throw it. Pass is going to be complete. And more yardage coming from after contact. That came from number 12, Joseph Stegman. And that will bring Westside down to about Pius's 20.
Yeah, Stegman has been a real threat the past couple of games. He's been catching a lot of passes and getting a lot of after catch yards.
another good play by Westside. Brett Curran got the ball this time as he'll bring it inside. Pius is 20 into the red zone for Westside now, and it's enough for a first down. Westside now first and goal from the 9. 6:15 left to play. Coles will get the handoff. Coles up the middle, and he's got enough. Enough space to get in. Westside takes the lead 13-7, 6:11 here in the first quarter.
Jaden Coles did there what he's been doing all year. He's been finding holes and getting through them. The teams in the past couple weeks have been better at shutting that down, but it looked very good there.
And Jack Bush, the sophomore, is going to kick the PAT. He's been almost perfect this year, except for a block last game against Norfolk, and he'll nail it. So 6:11 here left in the first quarter. We've got 2 scores by Westside, a score by Pius. Pius only scored coming off defense. What's your thoughts here so far, Joe?
It's going to be a high-scoring game. I mean, with 21 points scored already in the first 6 minutes of the first quarter, could shape up to be a very high-scoring game, just like Westside versus Bellevue West.
Westside not much of a defensive team, giving up 62 points to Bellevue West. But they have usually been able to keep their opponents under 30.
Yeah, they've just had problems stopping the run, and today they've shown that they're doing a great job at that and haven't had any problems with it at all.
They have to limit the big plays that they give up. So Westside will kick it away now. Novoa will kick this one. To return for Pius is number 1, Will Spethman, number 19, Joe Dorwick. So Novoa is going to kick this one deep to Dorick, and it's going to be out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Second of his game. So Lincoln Pius will start their drive here from the 20. As Robertson has man to his right and left. He's going to keep it himself. And he'll be brought down by the Westside defense. Sort of a gang tackle on that play around the 26-yard line.
Yeah, that's what Westside needs to stop at the line of scrimmage and not give up 7 yards there. That's, the quarterback coming up the middle with 4 guys on him right away, and they let him get 7 yards there.
Excuse me, that is not Robertson. That is Pius' other quarterback, Chablowski. Both of them have about equal numbers in the stats column, as he will throw, and he had a man downfield. Looks like that was number 1, Will Spethman, but it was broken up by Brett Curran just after he caught the ball.
Yeah, that ball just looked like it was a little bit short, and Spethman had to reach back for it, and it was just then hit out of his hands.
So the quarterback battle going on tonight on Pius' side. We'll talk about that a little bit later, as they're going to hand it off this play. No, he's going to keep himself. Jablonski will get a first down for Pius and a little bit more. So these 2 quarterbacks, Joe, both have thrown for about 600 yards, played in 8 games. Jablonski's thrown 6 touchdowns. Robertson's thrown 4. Both of them have thrown 3 interceptions.
It's good to have 2 options when it comes to quarterbacks. Mix it up a little. If one's not working, it's good to have another.
So Pius will toss that one, and about no gain will be given on that. Bring up 2nd and 10. 4:50 left to go in the first quarter. So Jablonski's got one in the backfield with him. As he will keep this one himself. Again, nowhere to go that time. Westside made a great stop on defense right there.
Yeah, he was stuffed right at the line there, and nothing much he could do. He just came up to the defender and he took him down.
Jablonski rushing this season has 495 yards and 5 touchdowns. So he's sort of a dual threat quarterback for Pius.
Yes, he is.
Do it both through the air and on the ground, something Westside's going to have to watch out for on defense.
And that's not something Westside's really seen yet this year.
I lost you there for a second. Apologize for that. So Jablonski will run this one again. And not much room to go after he hits the line of scrimmage. But enough for about a 4-yard gain for Pius.
Yeah, they've just been muscling the ball up and down the field.
Trevor Barajas made the stop for Westside on that. So Pius will throw this time, and they've got a man out in the flats. Should be enough. Only one man to beat, and that man was being blocked. Touchdown Pius. Number 27, Tyler Kudrin on the reception.
Yeah, that was just a beautiful play there. He had one man on him, beat him, and then after that, I mean, there was 2 guys, and they were both being blocked.
Stumped it off into the flats to Kudrin, and
he had a lot of running room.
He had a lot of room up there on the top side. So now Pius will attempt to make it 14-all, 2:14 left in the first quarter. This game's tied.
Yeah, so far there's been a lot of offense, not a lot of defense here.
Westside, a team that doesn't mind beating their opponent with a lot of points. I think it looks like Westside looks like they've failed to put up more than, I think, 35 only once, and that was against Burke.
Yeah, that Burke team really did a good job of shutting Westside's offense down. And Westside could not stop James Burks in that game either.
Yeah, especially with the combination of Xavier Watts, Burke is going to be a dangerous team here in the state playoffs. This one's a short kick. Coles will receive it, and he's got room up the middle, and he's got too much room, but not enough to break away and take that one back. He'll be stopped around Westside's 45-yard line. Just a man to beat between him and that end zone, and he couldn't get it done.
Yeah, McCashlin just grabbed onto him there, and he had nothing he really could do. He hit the only hole that he had, and there was a player there waiting.
So Westside will start their drive from the 45. 2 minutes left in the first quarter. As Potts will throw here on first down, and pass drop by Avante Dickerson, who usually plays defensive back for Westside, but is getting some time on offense tonight.
Yeah, that's weird to see a change in position during the playoffs. not something you see very often, but he's been very impactful for Westside. So
It's been a huge impact on special teams as well as defense, and some well-deserved time on offense tonight. As Coles will get the handoff, he's got a gap up the right sideline, and it'll enough to bring Westside a first down and about 20 more as they put them around Pius's 38. So a good run by Coles. Looked like he didn't have much room over there, but he still made a valuable gain out of that.
yeah, that was a great run by Colt. He made something out of nothing there.
Usually we see Westside run Parsonage in the backfield with Plouts as a running back and throw Coles out at the wide receiver, but Coles is getting some time tonight to start the game at running back.
Yeah, I think it's some well-deserved time. He hits the holes very well, and once he hits the holes, there's no stopping him.
It's a hard runner. So Plouts will throw, and that pass is intercepted by number 7, Noah McCashland, and he will be stopped around the 48-yard line. That's not something you see too often by Dylan Plouts.
No, we haven't barely seen that all year, and it's coming up now, which is a big deal.
Still a lot of game left. 1:22 here in the first quarter. Plouts looks like he just didn't see McCashland, and
yeah, it looked like there was a receiver behind McCashland there, and he threw it to him, not seeing McCashland, and
McCashland made a great play to jump up and catch that ball.
yes, he did.
So now Pius will hand this one off to number 22, Josh Andreessen, as they're starting to build some momentum here.
Yeah, that there looked a lot like James Burks. He just ran through Westside's defenders and picked up 9 easy.
So Robertson back at quarterback for this drive for Pius, as they seem to be alternating every drive between Jablonski and Robertson, as he'll keep this one himself. Not a ton of room, but it's enough for a first down.
Yeah, that's a big deal, picking up the first down, and it gets them even closer to getting another touchdown in the first quarter.
So about 30 seconds here before this first quarter comes to an end. Lincoln Pius is tied with Westside at 14 as they look to make it. False start penalty, it looks like, against Pius, and that'll back him up 5.
Yeah, that just puts them 5 yards further away than they need to be there. That's an unneeded.
So now first
play.
and 15.
Yeah, that's really just an unneeded play that shouldn't be happening, but it's just a loss of 5 yards.
Pius will let the time in the first quarter come to an end as we end the first quarter deadlocked at 14.
Already going into the second quarter, Pius has 2 in the backfield. Looks like handoff to number 44. That was a handoff to number 44, Chris Cassidy, for a gain of 14. Or 15, going for a first down there for the Thunderbolts. Another handoff. There's another handoff there to number 44, Chris Cassidy. He just looked like he was trying to use all of his strength there to get through the line. Not much room though, and Westside brought him down. But not in time, and he picked up 4 yards for the first down. And pass there to number 7. And it looks like it's going to be incomplete, but it looks like there's going to be a pass interference. The throw is just short there for number 7, Noah McCashland. And it looked like that was a touchdown there if it was 3 yards further. No problem. Referees are discussing what the call is going to be. And it looks like it's going to be pass interference on the defense there. That just puts them 15 yards closer and in the red zone. So we first and 10 from the 15-yard line. Another handoff to number 44, Cassidy. And he has like everyone on him, and he just kept going there. Just a short gain, though, of 1 or 2 yards. Pius breaks again with 2 in the backfield. And it looks like we hand off to number 33, Isaac Feltz, for a short gain. It looks like they'll break again with 2 in the backfield. And 2 receivers, both towards the bottom of the screen. Another handoff to number 22, Josh Anderson. And it looks like he's just short of the touchdown, but good for a first down.
So that'll move the chains. Now 1st and goal for Pius, as all they have to do is fight their way to the end zone. Looks like he'll be short on this play as the QB sneak doesn't quite get him all the way there.
Yeah, it just looks like it's going to be 2nd and inches there. He just didn't quite get in.
So I think passing here is sort of out of the equation. Either a power run or a QB sneak to get this ball in there. For Pius, looks like the play call.
That looks like
line up in the I formation.
Isaac Phelps and Josh Anderson are back in backfield again. I wouldn't be surprised if it's given to one of them and punched it in.
And it is, but is it enough? Westside made a valiant effort on the stop. And
looks like they just cut from 6 inches to 3 inches.
Still not enough. Westside's front line holding strong tonight.
Yeah, that brings up 3rd down, and they have to try to get it in here. Otherwise, they might have to go for the PAT.
The field goal. I mean, either way, this is 4 down territory right here. You're on the 6-inch line. Might as well just try and run it in. And it looks like he got it in that time. And he did. Pius will take a 20-14 lead. 7:43 left in the second quarter now. Westside defense just comes up short on the stop.
Yeah, they stopped him twice, but the 3rd time they didn't have what it took, and they just punched it through.
It's very hard to hold a team on the 1-yard line 4 plays in a row. So Pius takes the lead after this drive, 21-14. Westside's going to need to answer back.
Yes, they are. They need to drive it down again and forget about what happened last drive.
In other news, as the state tournament's first round is being played tonight, Omaha Burke trails Millard North 7-6 so far, but that's a game Burke is got it most likely gonna win this year. Millard North,
I think that's something that is pretty much expected for them to win this year.
So McCashland will kick this one. But which one of Westside's returners is going to kick this one to? And he's not going to kick it to anyone. This one's on the ground. Coles will still scoop it up. Coles is going to try and go to his right. Not much room. And he's out about the 30-yard line. Still, picked up 10 yards when he probably didn't have very much room there.
Yeah, he again found he had to go to the outside there, and he just made a juke to get an extra 5 yards.
So Westside's offense will come back on, trying to forget about that mistake they made on their last drive. Coles get the ball, and he is absolutely stuffed as he gets it.
Yeah, he definitely did not have anywhere to go that time, and he hit the line of scrimmage, and he had 5 people on him right away.
So Westside, a team who's had a lot of success with both passing and running, might have to switch over to a game where they sort of air it out a little bit more, as they will on this play. Coles has got Packett, should be enough for a first down.
Yeah, we saw that a lot again in the Bellevue West game. Westside was having a lot of trouble running the ball. They were getting stuffed at the scrimmage line every single time, and they started throwing the ball, and it started opening stuff up, and they really didn't stop throwing, and they kept scoring.
So the 3rd and 2 play is handoff to Coles, and that's enough for a Westside first down. To their own 44 now. 6:55 left in the second quarter. As Plouts will throw this one again. He's got Stegman but Stegman doesn't have much room. Still a good pickup of about 4 yards, 4 or 5 yards for Westside.
Yep. And a lot of opportunities are going to open up the more Westside throws the ball. You know, if they keep throwing the ball, maybe it will open up an opportunity for Coles to get a nice handoff and get a lot of yardage out of it.
Cole sent in motion. In the slot, Plouts will throw again. Short pass to Schwaggart. Schwaggart's hit almost immediately as he catches it, but he still is able to get that first down for Westside.
Yeah, Schwaggart just muscled that one out there. He did what he could, and he got the first down, picked up an extra 2 yards there after the catch.
Looks like it was the same play. Schwaggart, a gain of about 10 again. Something Westside really seems to be on top of these few weeks is the short pass game.
Yeah, their short passes have been excellent. They're completing almost all of them, and they're getting 10 or 15 yards out of almost all of them too.
So Plouts will throw again. This time he tries to go deep, and pass intended for number 13, Jaden Coles, just over his outstretched hands on that one.
Yeah, that just looks like his inches out of his hands there.
So this brings up 3rd and 3 for Westside as we near the 5-minute mark. And it looks like they're just going to take a timeout here.
It looked like there was a lot of confusion there on that play, and I think that was best of Westside just to take a timeout.
Timeout called by Brett Freund. And Westside is going to want to look this one over a little bit more before they make a play call.
Yeah, if I were the coach here, I would just go with another quick and easy pass to the left or right side of the field. Nothing too complicated, nothing too flashy, just a nice button hook or something.
Well, Westside's in they're close enough to that first down that they could maybe run this one, but
they haven't had much success running so far today. They've been getting stuff at a lot of the scrimmage line, but they've had a lot of success getting those 9-yard passes.
The Warriors look like they're in 4-down territory now, as they're inside their own 40. So definitely with the short yardage to go, it looks like they might go for it if it does come to that. As this one's thrown and dropped. Jaden Coles had it in his hands and just couldn't haul it in. So now 4th down for Westside.
Yeah, that looked like a hard catch. It was at his knees, and it was, Plouts was scrambling there. That was a good throw, but Plouts did what he could and just couldn't catch it.
This chilly Omaha evening's definitely having an effect on these players. Catching the ball, throwing the ball is a lot harder when it's 30 degrees out. Yeah, as Westside will go for this one on 4th down.
You can definitely tell how chilly it is just by looking at the crowd tonight. It is really thin.
Well, it's empty backfield, and we've got a timeout called by Westside. They'll take their 2nd of the half. As they want to think about what they're going to do here on this 4th down option right here.
I wouldn't be surprised here if we see that little pass again. Short yardage, short gain. All they need is 3 yards here, and I wouldn't be surprised if they go for much more.
West Side will leave Plouts alone in the backfield. 5 receivers, 3 to the bottom of your screen, 2 to the top. They're going to throw this one. This one passes. Caught by Caleb Schwager, enough for a first down on the curl route. And he was close to breaking down the field on that. Almost broke the tackle, but wasn't able to.
Yes, he was. He was just a little ways out of a touchdown there. He breaks that tackle, he's gone.
So Plouts will throw. He's going to receive pressure this time. He just tries to throw it. And it is called incomplete. They're saying he bobbled it. Caleb Schwager not happy with that call.
Yeah, he really did not like that call. I think he thought he had his feet in there.
Well, the question was, I mean, he caught it inbounds, but the question was, did he have control of it? And from this angle, it looked like he did, but this isn't a great angle up here in the box.
And we have to remember that ref does have a lot better view than we did on there.
So now Pius will call a timeout. 4:50 here to play. 21-14. Pius leads Westside. If you don't already, make sure to follow Westside Wired on Twitter for live updates of the game.
Yeah, and you can also learn about what's happening around the school at Westside and read articles that Westside Wired is putting out.
As well as the nationally recognized Lance and Craze magazine.
And don't forget to subscribe to WTV's YouTube as well.
So, Westside ball at the 33 here in 2nd and 10. Parsonage will get the run. And he's got a good gain of about 8 yards.
Yeah, that was a very nice gain just up the middle. Didn't look like Pius could do much about that. He hit the hole and he was gone.
This is something we've seen often by Westside, putting Parsonage in the backfield to run while we see Coles go out and play receiver. Parsonage gets to run again. Not much room this time, but should be enough for a first down.
Yeah, he was just fighting for every inch there.
He's going to be spotted a bit short now, 4th down for Westside.
Yeah, Westside's been very aggressive on these 4th downs so far and have been successful every time.
So it looks like they're just going to QB sneak this one, and it's definitely going to be enough as Plouts picks up a couple yards on that. Westside will get a first down here. As they sit on the verge of the red zone. Plouts pass complete to Schwager, but he just dropped that one as soon as he was hit.
Yeah, that was a hard hit coming from behind him. I'll guarantee you he did not know that hit was coming from behind, and the guy just went over his head and hit the ball.
Westside, quick to call their play. 3:45 left. The second quarter will get a flag down. And this is going to be an encroachment on the defense, it looks like. And this will give Westside a nice 5 yards. It puts him inside Pius's 20 at the 15-yard line.
That looks to make up exactly for that pass there.
So now, 2nd and 5. Plouts pass is caught. Looks like it was almost dropped. Catch made by Brett Curran.
That's another name we don't hear very much of here when we're in offense. Brett Curran seems to make a lot of plays on defense, but we haven't seen him at receiver all that much.
You can definitely see this cold weather's getting to the receivers on both teams, making it a little bit harder to catch the ball. Parsonage will head full steam into the line of scrimmage. Not much room for him, as we'll bring up 2nd and goal. So Ploutz avoiding pressure, and he's knocked down. Looks like he just had a collision with his own lineman as he tried to escape pressure by Pius. So this will bring up 3rd and goal from the 8.
This is when Westside needs to punch the ball in here now. They can't settle for a field goal. The touchdown would be very nice and put them even with Pius.
They need to tie this one up here, as they're going to throw, and it's going to be intercepted. Caleb Schwaggart had it, tipped it, and hit as he tried to catch that one. Pius makes the interception. Plout's the 2nd interception of the game.
Yeah, it's hard to say, though, that that one was Ploutz's fault. It looks like the cold weather is just getting to the hands of Schweigert, and it just tipped out of there.
And this cold weather is something both teams are going to have to get used to if they want to continue playing after this week. Gablonski will run this one for a gain of about 5. 1:55 left in the 2nd quarter. Time has just flown by this game, as Pius is going to try and put 2 scores between them and Westside. They will receive the ball to start the 2nd half. They try to air it out, and that one is intercepted. What a play by number 14, Brett Curran.
One-handed interception there by Brett Curran. He caught it with his left hand and just brought it in.
Pass was thrown a bit short. Curran backhand. What a beautiful play.
That was a heck of a play there.
Great show of athleticism by Curran there. Westside will get the ball back with 1:38. Chance to tie it up now. So Ploutz will throw. He's got Dickerson across the middle. Dickerson's going to big gain into Pius's territory and puts him inside the 40.
Yeah, that's another big gain by Dickerson. Another person we don't see on offense very much, but he's been very influential on this team this year, coming in as a freshman.
Now, as soon as that ball's set, Westside's ready to run the play. Ploutz is rolling to his right. He's got Schwaggart, and that is going to be called a catch. Should be enough for a 1st down. If not, it's going to be 2nd and inches for Westside. And it will be called a 1st down.
That was another beautiful rollout by Ploutz and a nice pass again.
Westside moving quick tonight. Coles gets the handoff. Good for about 5 yards. So Ploutz will throw again. He's got Dickerson, and Dickerson couldn't haul it in.
Yeah, that just looked like it was just high of Dickerson's hands, and he just was not able to pull it in.
Aaron Nichols on the coverage. Looks like he had a little bit of influence on that play. So now we have a penalty flag, I believe, against Westside. That'll back him up, leave it about 3rd and 10. 1 minute left in the half. And that pass is complete to Schwaggart. Schwaggart spins his defender out of bounds, and that's going to be a touchdown for Westside.
That's a play that Schweigert's been running all year. He gets the ball on the outside, spins, and the defender goes right by and leaves him with an open path to the end zone.
And that must be his favorite route. We've seen him run the curl route all night, and that's where he's picked up most of his short gains. This time, as he spun to go downfield, he got his defender to bite. And Westside puts 6 on the board, 20-21. Chance to make it 21 all. And Jack Bush does just that. "55 seconds left here in the second quarter. Pius will get the ball back to start the second half.
That was very big that Westside came back and tied that game. Now they just need to shut Pius down, not only here, but again in the third quarter when it starts up again.
So Westside just has to go 55 seconds without giving up a touchdown to Pius. Pius looking to score in these last 55 seconds, trying to get a 2-for-1 here to start the second half and to end the first half.
Yeah, this is a big opportunity for Westside to shut them down here, not only now, but again in the third quarter, and that would give him a very big chance of winning this game.
Navoa will kick it from the hash. This one's short. And Westside will easily make the stop on number 28. Satele was able to catch that one for Lincoln Pius. So 50 seconds left here for the Thunderbolts to make their drive, as they'll start from Westside's, or from their own 32-yard line, excuse me.
That's when Westside's defense has to show what they're made of and come up with a big stop here with only 50 seconds left in the second quarter.
This one's going to be aired out, and a penalty flag is going to be thrown. Looks like pass interference against number 23, Tyson Guzman.
I'll be honest there, I did not see that. To me, it looked like it looked like the receiver had the ball before Guzman made contact with him.
Yeah, it looked like they both went for the ball at the same time. Was able to scrap that one away, but pass interference will be the call. Westside will give up 10 yards on that play. Excuse me, they'll give up 15 yards on the pass interference play. Pius will run this one, and he's got nowhere to go. Robertson in at QB. Oh, nope, excuse me, that's Shablowski in at QB for this drive. And he had nowhere to go. Pius will take a timeout here with 35 seconds left. So 35 seconds left here in the first half. Pius, I mean, it's got to start taking shots downfield now, don't they?
Yeah, with 35 seconds left, you'd think so.
They have one timeout left. I mean, 35 seconds just doesn't seem like enough time to try and run plays up the sideline. You've got to go deep, and you've got to go now.
Yeah, they have not been running a fast offense at all so far this half. It's been really slow and punching the ball through Westside's defense.
So regardless whether Pius can score or get a first down here, Westside looks like they won't get the ball back unless they force a turnover. Empty backfield for Jablinski. Pass complete. And right as he caught it, Tyson Guzman was there to light up number 19, Joe Dorick.
As soon as he made contact with that ball there, Guzman took him down.
So that pass is going to be incomplete. And we seem to have a little bit of miscommunication, looks like, between Westside's head coach Brett Freund and the head official. And a false start is going to be called against Lincoln Pius. So that will back Lincoln Pius up 5 yards. So 2nd and 15 for Pius now. As we get here to run this second down play, Pius has Jablonski in at quarterback. He'll run it, and he doesn't have much room to run. Gets it about 2 yards. Gets about 3 yards on the pickup. So still 3rd and 12.
Yeah, with 3rd and long here, you'd think that they're going to go long again with only 11 seconds left in the half, but we will see.
So the Thunderbolts look like they'll take a shot downfield before the half ends, as this will be the last play in the first half. And this one is intercepted. Guzman's got it, and a shoestring tackle that might have saved an interception made by Will Spethman. So we head into halftime, 21-all here at Phelps Field. Welcome back to Phelps Field. West Side, Pius, locked at 21 to start the third quarter as we have 12 minutes up on the clock. 24 minutes of game time left here to play in this round one of the state. Is that me?
So, Ryan, what are your keys to success for both teams here?
Well, I mean, Westside's got to limit turnovers. Okay, they had 3 in the first half, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Pius seemed the majority of their points came off that turnovers, and in order for Westside to score and pull away from this game, they're gonna have to play a clean second half on offense. And I think for Pius, I think their key is just the opposite. They need to force turnovers once again. I mean, most of their points came off turnovers, like I said. So, I mean, both those are my key success for each team in the second half, as Pius tries the reverse on the kickoff, and it fails to work. 11:51 here as Pius will start the drive inside their 20-yard line. So they'll start from their 16-yard line. The handoff. And a little bit of room there for Josh Andreessen, but not enough to break away. So Pius looks to have Jablonski in at quarterback to start this drive. As play action, he'll keep himself. Not much room to go. Westside makes a stop. It'll be a close one, but it looks like Pius might get the first down on this.
Yeah, they got the first down there, but he really did not have much room to go anywhere more than a yard or two.
So Pius lines up in the I formation. Something we've seen from the Thunderbolts all night. As play action, and dumped it off into the flats, and right there to make the stop was number 22, Sam Parsonage.
Yeah, that was a really good play by Sam Parsonage. He read the ball really well there and took him down right away.
So no gain for Pius, and we'll bring up 2nd and 10 now. Jablowski's got 4 receivers this time, and he'll hand it off. Cassidy with a big gain, enough for a first down and a couple more.
And that's what Westside needs to stop. They've had problem with running backs just powering through the line, and that's a lot of yards that they're giving up and a lot of yards that they shouldn't be giving up.
So Jablowski got 2 in the backfield with him. He's going to hand this one off. No, he's going to keep it himself. The option, and this turns into a QB keeper, enough for about 8 yards, as Jablowski will near midfield now. So we've got 2nd and 4 now from the 48. Jablowski keeps himself again, and he's brought down. Tackle made by number 59, Nielsen, as that stops Pius from getting that first down. So now it's 3rd and 3, 8:47 left to play here in the third quarter.
That's another big play from Nielsen, something that we've seen from him all season. He's really consistent in making tackles, and he's a big part of that line.
Nielsen's name's been called a couple times tonight. He's had a good night so far. Jablowski will run it himself this time. He's got enough for a first down. And a little bit of scramble after the play.
So that's what Westside needs to stop. It's just plays like that are what Westside has problems with. They do fine covering the deep pass, but it's just plays like that they really, really struggle with.
Well, Westside, just wasn't able to make the stop on 4th down. Now Cassidy will get the ball. He's tackled for a gain of about 5 around the middle of the field.
Yeah, it just happened again. He's just powering through the line, and it's just his strength that he's going through that Westside just cannot stop today.
Westside has a relatively young defense. Not a lot of seniors on this squad, especially in the defensive backfield. So, pass complete for Jablowski and the Thunderbolts, but it won't be enough. It's going to leave him about a yard short of the first down. So now 3rd and 1, Westside needs to make a stop here. Jablowski will pitch it to Cassidy, and
just got through there for the first down.
Cassidy buries his way through the Westside's defensive line. That'll be enough for a first down for Lincoln Pius. So the pitch by Jablowski to Cassidy again, and he's got a lot of power behind him as he picks up some good yards after contact.
Yeah, that was another impressive play by Cassidy there. He's being very successful with just getting the ball and powering through whatever defenders are in his way.
Well, that's enough for a first down. So, a long drive for Pius has taken over 6 minutes as Jablowski's got a QB keeper.
Yeah, with 5 minutes and 50 seconds left in the half, Pius is really just taking time off the clock and running down the field. They're powering their way through and not giving Westside much time.
Yeah, two different types of offenses we're seeing tonight. Westside, sort of a quick offense that likes to go both on the air and on the ground, as Lincoln Pius is a team that's just grounding and pounding tonight. So Jablowski will keep it. He'll throw this one. Pass was complete to Noah McCashland. And that's enough for a first down.
It looks like they're running a lot of play-action plays right now. They're, doing mixing in a couple of trick plays there too, and they've been super successful so far.
Lincoln Pius, the team that runs the option a lot, and You've seen that today with the play actions and the read option. So Cassidy gets the handoff this time.
That just looks easy. I know it isn't. He's using a lot of strength, but he's just making it look easy down there with an easy gain of 5 yards.
So now it's second and goal from the 5. 4:30 left to play in the third quarter. Pius has just run the clock this drive. As Tabasco will keep himself, he spins, tries to avoid a tackle, and he'll be stopped around the 2-yard line. So it'll be third and about 2. Westside needs to get a stop right here, force a field goal maybe, but it looks like no matter what, Lincoln Pius is going to go for it.
Yeah, Westside, it does not look like they know what they're doing with the option. Each time they're going against the person who does not get the ball.
So the pitch to Cassidy. Cassidy, shoestring tackle made in the backfield by number 14. Brett Curran was able to get behind him and just got his feet, tripped him up. Good tackle by Curran.
Yeah, that was a very nice tackle by Curran. Just a diving play and got his feet and tripped him up.
So that brings up fourth down now. And it backs up Lincoln Pius to about the 5-yard line. So Pius is going to kick this one. So McCashman will attempt the field goal, and he'll nail it.
Yeah, that was straight through the uprights there.
So now 3 minutes and 3 seconds left to go. West Side down 21. Lincoln Pius leads with 24.
Right here is when Westside really needs to respond. They need to come up with a touchdown or at least a field goal here to tie the game. They can't put it within 2 possessions.
This is a different game than the last one we called, isn't it, Joe? I mean, that Bellevue West game was 72 to 63, I believe, or 73 to 62, where we had scores about every 30 seconds of game clock going on. But this drive by Lincoln Pius just took them 8 minutes.
Yeah, and to be honest, it's not like there's much more defense being played. It just does not look like the offenses have showed up today.
So Coles, Dickerson, and Parsonage back to receive Westside. All 3 of them are able to take it back. Coles will take this one. And Coles doesn't have much room. He's tripped up around the 26-yard line. So Westside will start their drive from about the 26. So Plouts will stay in the backfield with Coles. He'll throw on first down. He's going to step up to try and avoid pressure. He's just going to end up running this, and he'll get tripped up for a gain of about 4 yards.
Yeah, it looked like he was about to throw it, and the D-line just got in on him.
Plouts wasn't able to make much of a gain out of that. But he'll throw here into the flats to Curran, who just drops the pass. That pass is going to be called incomplete. So this is now 3rd and 4 for Westside. Westside needs to score here. Can't afford to turn it over, especially the way that Lincoln Pius ran that last drive, running 8 minutes off the clock. So Westside to throw, and that is completed from Plouts to Schwagert, enough for a first down and a couple more.
That is a combination we've been hearing about a lot all this season, and they've been doing amazing.
I mean, that's the same curl route we've seen from Schwagert all night.
They've had so much success with it. I can't believe they're not going to it more than they are.
As Parsons gets the call on second down, does not have much room. He stopped after about 2 yards. Plouts has 4 receivers. And Parsons in the backfield. He's going to avoid pressure, rolling to his right, makes a throw downfield, and that one's caught by Dylan Packett. Packett makes the incredible catch. What looked like it was about to be batted away by the Thunderbolts. Packett still manages to haul it in, and Westside gets another first down, making their way into Lincoln Pius' territory at the 39.
Packett really did a great job there of coming back to the ball and receiving it, not waiting for the ball to go to him. Something that we see happen a lot is receivers won't go back to the ball, and it causes a lot of interceptions or deflections.
Lincoln Pius brings the pressure on first down, and they make the sack. Pius, 10 sacks this year. Not a whole lot, but they're able to get one right there. So we now hit the 1 minute mark in the third quarter. Welts has 4 receivers. He's going to throw a screen pass. And it's a trick play. Curran, who also plays quarterback, hits Parsonage downfield, and Parsonage is going to catch this one and stroll into the end zone for 6.
That is definitely
Westside 27, Pius 24.
That is definitely an advantage of having one of your wide receivers also be your backup quarterback.
Yes, it is. Westside goes with a trick play, looks to throw a screen pass to Brett Curran, who also plays quarterback, has gotten time when Westside has been blowing teams out, and he hits Parsonage downfield for a touchdown. Westside with a trickery on that play, it worked out great for him. As Jack Bush comes here to nail the PAT, he's perfect on the night.
He's not only perfect on the night, but he's perfect on the season so far, other than the one that was blocked.
Jack Bush has been a great performer for Westside, just as a sophomore coming in to kick on this stage. Bush started playing football his freshman year.
Yeah, he started as a soccer player and actually transferred over to football, which has been good for Westside for sure, and he's filled in a role that they really didn't have much in.
But Jack Bush still plays soccer. He made Westside's varsity team as a freshman last year, a team that got excuse me. Westside's varsity team got second in state last year. As Westside kicks this one off. And Lincoln Pius able to make their way across their 30-yard line to about the 34, which is where they'll start their drive with 24 seconds remaining here in the third quarter.
Yeah, this quarter has really gone by quick.
So Lincoln Pius, an 8-minute drive to open the second half. We'll see what they do now. This Westside defense definitely getting very tired. Pius will hand this one off. And Cassidy's got enough for a first down. Almost broke away. But Brett Curtin was able to make the stop on that play.
Cassidy really has been their go-to so far this game, and he's been doing amazing. He's just using every ounce of strength that he has in his body to propel him forward through the defenders.
So Cassidy gets his name called again. He moves to the sideline, and he stopped after a gain of about 5 yards. So as the clock trails down, we're going to head to the fourth quarter. Westside out 28-24. So as we start the fourth quarter, Westside up 4 points against Pius, 28-24. Pius will continue their drive here with 2nd and 4 from Westside's 48. As a little bit of trickery here from Pius, and tackles almost made by Pius is able to get a big gain on that play. Nielsen makes a tackle at the 25 for Westside, as play was almost stopped in the backfield by number 57, Bobby Hurley. So Pius goes back to the I formation. Cassidy gets the handoff, and he stopped after getting about 5.
Cassidy's yards after contact has been amazing this game. He made contact around 1 yard after the line of scrimmage and just kept going. He plowed through the defender and went 4 more.
So the handoff, nope, it's going to be a fake. Play action, passes incomplete, intended for the receiver, number 19, Joe Dorick. As the play action we've seen all night from Lincoln Pius, along with that option.
Play action and the option have been working very well for Pius so far. And right there, the quarterback just overthrew him just a little bit.
Robertson is in at quarterback on this drive for Pius. And that pass tries to throw it over the middle, but number 59, Alex Nielsen, went up and he tipped that, stopped that one from being completed.
Yeah, that would be Nielsen's second knockdown of the night.
So this brings up fourth down. 10:54 left, and McCashin will try a field goal. This one looks to be good as Lincoln Pius pulls within 1 point. Westside 28, Pius 27.
Now's the time when we want to see how Westside will respond. Pius brought it back within 1 point, and Westside needs to. Westside needs to put the medal. I don't even know, but they need to score again. I mean, it's necessary right now.
This is the point where Westside needs to try and put this one out of reach. It's been a close game all night, but one of these teams is going to have to pull right now.
And there still is a lot of time on the clock here, so if Westside ran some time off and then got a touchdown, that would be very big.
But that just doesn't seem like Westside's offense. Westside's offense is fast moving, fast paced.
It's a lot of hurry up and a lot of passing, so I don't think we're going to see that, but that would be good if they would.
So this one's kicked deep. Coles will receive this one at about the 10-yard line, and he's got a little bit of space as he gets across his own 30. Westside will start their drive from their own 31. First and 10, 10:42 left to play in the game. Both teams have all timeouts remaining. Plouts will hand this one off to Coles. Coles has got room up the middle. Coles across the 50 is tripped up, and that trip might have stopped him from breaking away and taking it all the way.
Yeah, that is more what we expect out of Jaden Coles than what we've seen from him tonight. We expect a lot of him finding holes and taking them, and once he hits the hole, there's no turning back. He's going a long ways.
That's what we've seen from Coles in the first few games of the season. It's good to see that again as Plouts will drop back to throw. Plouts has got Dickerson, but throws behind his receiver. Dickerson unable to make the catch.
There's a flag on the field after the play, though. And it looks like Plouts is feeling out his ankle over there.
So this call is going to be against the Warriors. And not sure what the call is yet. As the referees discuss this one. And it'll be a holding against Westside, so that'll back Westside up. And put Westside back in their own territory.
That's just a long ways for Westside to go now.
First and a mile for Westside, 26 yards that they have to go. We've seen him do it before. Plouts will step up on first down. He's going to run. Huge block made by Dylan Packett. Gives Plouts a couple more yards on that play. As Plouts gets near the line of scrimmage, he's going to be stopped about 5 yards shy of it. So Dylan Plouts will throw again on second down. He's going to go deep. He's got Dickerson. Dickerson almost had it just outside of his hands.
Yeah, that was just a yard or so out of Dickerson's hands there. And that was exactly what they wanted.
What would have been a huge play for Westside is now going to bring up 3rd and 16. So Westside, big play from here. 10 minutes left. And they're going to call timeout as they want to talk about this one.
So, Ryan, what does Westside need to do to win this game?
Westside needs to score here.
Yes, I do.
I mean, whether it be quick or a long drive that just runs time off the clock, they need to score here. They need to get the ball back. If they get the ball back and it's still a 1-point game, that I think they have a very good chance at winning it. But if they get the ball back and they can make it a 2-score game with even 3-4 minutes left on the clock, Westside's going to win this game.
Now, what do you think Westside has to do to be successful? What do you think Westside has to do to be successful on offense here and score?
Well, I think Westside's got to convert here on 3rd down. This is a big play for them. And
it really is a big play for them.
yeah, it's a huge play in the game. No matter what happens here, one team is going to gain a lot of momentum. One team's going to lose some. And a false start is going to be called. Dylan Packett leaves early. Westside would have gotten the 1st down, but that's going to bring him back, and that's going to hurt.
And Pius is really not happy that it's taking them so long to make that call. Especially on such what seems to be an obvious call.
Packett left the line of scrimmage early, and that cost him there. So Pius fans really not happy with how the refs chose to handle this situation.
Yeah, the flag was called, and then they just continued the play, and Pius did not like that.
So Plouts will have to throw. And the pass interference is going to be called. Pius really not happy with this call now, as it seemed quite obvious to me.
Yeah, it looked like he hit him way before the ball even got there.
So this should make it a more manageable 3rd down situation. For Westside, this is going to be about a 15-yard penalty, I believe. And this is exactly what Westside needed, especially after that false start.
Even with that 15-yard penalty, though, Westside is still 5 yards out, and they really need to convert here. This is game-defining for both teams.
Still 10 minutes left to play. Plouts will throw, avoiding pressure. He's downfield. And that looked like that was pass interference right there. Dickerson looked like he was being held. And a late flag is going to be called.
I'll be honest, I do not agree with that pass interference just because of how far the ball away was from the receiver. I do not think that it could have been caught even if there was. Or
Well,
even if he didn't hold him.
That play was not for pass interference. That flag is going to be for something after the play. That pass interference call would have been a holding, more likely. But we have an unsportsmanlike conduct against Westside, which will bring up 4th down and force a punt. Westside unable to convert.
Like we said, that could be game-defining for both teams. That's a big deal right now. because that gives Pius back the ball within 1 point of Westside.
So Pius has 2 punt returners back. We saw them fake the reverse on the kickoff to start the second half. We'll see if they do it again. This time on the punt. Fair catch called. And Packett will down it at Westside's 33-yard line, which is exactly where Pius will start their drive.
Pius has a long ways to go here, but they've been successful with just getting the ball down the field and taking a lot of time off the clock. If they take a good amount of time off the clock here and score, that could be big, very big for them, and they could they could give Westside a short amount of time to answer it.
Score of any kind by Pius will force Westside to need to score the next drive. Westside offense being held in check tonight. Not usually able to be contained this easily as Westside makes the stop.
That was a beautiful stop by Westside, and that's exactly what they need to do this drive. They cannot let Pius just get 4 or 5 yard carries every single time. They need to stop them at the line of scrimmage and take them down.
Jablonski had nowhere to run after keeping that one. So he's got an empty backfield for this play. He'll throw it. And an extra effort made by number 27, Tyler Kudron, gets Pius the first down.
That was a very nice catch by Kudron there. And, he did what he could and got the first down.
Cassie's got some room up the right on that play as he brings it into Westside's territory. Westside defense.
That's another good example.
Worn out now.
That's another good example of what Westside can't allow to happen.
Thunderbolts line up in the I formation. Cassidy, nope, it's not Cassidy, but Westside still makes the stop. Stop made by number 29, Daniel Opperman. That run was run by number 22, Josh Andreessen.
Yeah, it would be very big here if Westside came up with a stop.
As Jablonski will just power his way for a first down.
With 7 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock, I mean, this is what Pius is going to try to do. They've already taken off 2.5 minutes, and they're just driving. They're getting 4 or 5 yards every rush, and there's nothing Westside can do.
Andreessen's got a couple on that one as Lincoln Pius just running down the clock now. This brings up 2nd and 7. 7 minutes left to play here in the fourth quarter. our first victory of the high school state playoffs came. Kearney defeated Norfolk 49-0 as Jablonski will keep that one and run it up the sideline.
And that was
Gain
just
of a few.
that was just another easy gain of 4 yards. Puts him within a yard or two of first down.
So it's now 3rd and 3 for Westside. For the Thunderbolts, it's 3rd and 3. Westside trying to force a stop here. A lot of momentum in this game rides on this one play. Dolanchek will run it himself, and he's got a first down.
Yeah, there was a big hole there. He saw it and took it, and he just gained another 7 or 8 yards.
6 minutes now left to play. So Jablonski's going to hand this one off to Cassidy. Cassidy's got nowhere to go when he hits the line of scrimmage. Westside making a good stop on this play. So now it's 2nd and 9. 5 minutes left to play here in the 4th quarter. Dolanchek keeps this one himself. Dumps it off into the flats. As the pass was completed to number 22, Josh Andreessen. And that should be enough for a first down for Pius.
That was another pass that was just enough to get a first down as they keep running time off the clock with 4:40 left on the clock here. It's going to give Westside some time, but not a lot.
Grant Taggy, in pursuit of the quarterback on that play, almost had a sack there, which would have been huge for Westside. So Jablonski will hand this one off to Cassidy. Cassidy's got not much room. Lincoln Pius has just run the clock on this drive. Now 4 minutes left to play here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they started this drive with 9 minutes, and they've run now 5 minutes off the clock, and the clock is still running down.
Two completely different offenses we've seen tonight. Westside likes to go quick. Lincoln Pius is just taking their time, which does explain why their games seem to be fairly low scoring for them, as Drew Cassidy finds a hole, and he is going to get a first down for Lincoln Pius.
Yep, just another instance of them powering through Westside's defense, and they're just using every ounce of strength they have, and they're getting through Westside's defense and getting a gain of 8 or 9 or 10 yards even.
It looks like Lincoln Pius is almost guaranteed to score here, which will put them up either 2 or 6 points, as Drew Cassidy looks to be tripped up before he reaches the end zone. Still no call by the officials. As it is not called a touchdown. There was no signal made by the referee, so it is still 27-28. Westside leads. This one fumbled. Picked up, and now it's being run back. Whistle blown dead.
Yeah, so it did end up being a touchdown, but that was weird because
I saw no signal from the referee.
neither
referee, none of the refs that on the field called a touchdown. It looked like Cassidy had been tripped up.
Yeah.
Before he made it there.
Yes, it did.
So it was, in fact, a touchdown. Pius went for two on that, and they were unable to make it. So it's now 28-33 with just under 3 minutes remaining. 2:58 for Westside to score.
Yeah, Pius left Westside 2 minutes and 58 seconds there on the clock. But with Westside's offense, that shouldn't really matter. They like to work fast and have a lot of passing plays, and they don't really run that much time off the clock, so that is good for them.
Westside punting now is not an option. They need to go for it no matter what, as this one is kicked short. Parsonage will catch this one, and he doesn't have much room. Besides from Avante Dickerson taking the opening kickoff back 87 yards, there has not been much movement on special teams.
It really hasn't, because after Avante Dickerson's return, they've really been just squib kicking it and just pouncing on the person in the backfield as soon as they touch the ball.
Well, it's under center. He hands this one off to Parsons. Parsons has got room up the right, and he'll be tripped up, but it looks like he has enough for a first down.
Yeah,
was tripped up by number 1, Will Spethman, but it is enough for a first down for Westside.
That was just another quick play, and that's what Westside needs to do. An easy gain of 10 yards and really quick.
And as soon as this ball is set, Westside's ready to go. They snap it. Plouch is going to hit Schwaggart on a curl route, and Schwaggart's got enough maybe for another first down, but it's enough for a good gain of 9 yards.
As much as we've seen that route, that has to be one of Schwaggart's favorite routes.
And it is enough for a first down for Westside. So 2 plays, 20 yards for Westside so far.
Yeah, he just gets that curl route, turns to the outside and runs, and he's been able to get 10 yards or more almost every single time.
So Westside decides to take their timeout here. They've still got 2 remaining. Pius has 2 timeouts. 2:36 here left to play, as Westside has the ball on Pius' 46, 1st and 10. Plows shotgun. Parsonage to his left. This one's going to be a handoff. Parsonage got room. And enough for about a 6-yard gain.
We really haven't seen many runs like this all night. A lot of the runs have been going straight up the middle, and they haven't been very successful. Here where Sam Parsonage is attacking the outside, they've been very successful in getting 6 or more yards almost every time.
I think the Thunderbolts are expecting more of a passing drive by Westside, but Westside has been surprising with the run, as Parsonage takes that one into the line of scrimmage.
And yeah, like I said earlier, Once Westside opens up the passing game and starts doing it more, it's going to open up a lot more opportunities for the running game and for it to be super successful.
So this one moves the chains for Westside. 28-33. Plouts tries to find number 14, Brett Curran, across the middle, but that's going to be a pass interference call. Obvious call right there. I mean, you can't just tackle a player before he even tries to catch the ball.
Yeah, that seemed blatantly obvious to me.
So this will give Westside even better position now as we hit the 2-minute mark here here in the fourth quarter. And switch Westside at the 21. Klaus is getting rid of Parsons. Parsons has got room with the right, and it should be enough for about a gain of 7-8 yards. There's actually not a lot of passing this drive. Westside's been running the ball a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot less passing than I expected, but the run game has been working, and why not stick with what's working?
Westside in the red zone now. They're going to hand it off again. Parsons just got what should be enough for a first down as he makes his way across the 10.
Yeah, that looks like that will definitely be enough for a first down.
So now it's first and goal for Westside. 1:20 left to play. Lincoln Pius is a team that has not been running a quick offense at all. So as Westside can sort of, as long as they score a touchdown here, they can sort of run some more time off the clock. As they will score right here. Dylan Plouts completes the pass to Caleb Schweigert, and Westside will take the lead 34-33 with a minute here to play. And, I mean, Joe, can you guess what route he ran there?
It was definitely the same thing that's been working all game.
The curl route Caleb Schweigert runs, and he's got him for 6. Jack Bush.
I honestly have not seen him run anything other than that route all game.
Jack Bush will stay on the sideline as Westside attempts to go for 2 here. So now a score.
Yeah, this makes a lot of sense here because if they get it, they put it so they tie if Pius gets a field goal, but if they don't, they're still at the same place they would be if they went for the 1 point.
And a penalty flag is called, and still catch made by Caleb Schweigert. What a play. Pass interference there. He ran the out route this time instead of the curl, and he still hauled it in. Westside now up 36-33.
Yeah, it was another beautiful play by Schweigert, and it honestly was not that much different than the route he's been running all game, and it's been successful too all game. So, I mean, why not stick with it if it's working?
Westside has now got to defend and not let Pius score for a full minute. The thing is, Joe, Pius's offense isn't really fast-paced. So they're going to have to go out of their comfort zone to score here.
Yeah, Pius's offense has been anything but fast-paced here today. They've been taking a lot of time off the clock with a lot of run plays and a lot of like 6-yard run plays where they're just punching it through. And, I mean, they're going to need to speed it up and change how they're playing if they want to be successful.
Westside will most likely squib this one, try and run some more time off the clock. As we have a full minute here to play.
The way that Pius has been playing, though, a minute seems like, I don't know,
It
first down
seems like
for them.
one play for Lincoln Pius.
Yeah, it honestly seems
Maybe
like a
two.
first down. It seems like 10 yards because that's what they've been doing. They've been running around a minute off the clock every first down or 2 first downs.
So Navoa kicks this one high and short, fielded about the 30-yard line, and nowhere to go. He got lit up as he tried to take that one back. Lincoln Pius will start their drive from the 33 now. 59 seconds left. And Lincoln Pius is going to put in senior quarterback Thomas Robertson, for this drive. Instead of Jablinski, who they've seemed to go with all night. I think Westside wanted to take a timeout here. So we have a big confusion among the referees and the coaches.
Yeah, so with 59 seconds left, it'll be interesting to see what Pius does, if they try to air it out more or if they go with the run game. And that may be why they went with his quarterback, because maybe they have more confidence in his throwing than the other quarterback, because he has been predominantly rushing the ball all game.
Each team has 2 timeouts. So expect Lincoln Pius to either run to the sideline or throw to the sideline. And an incomplete pass will take time off the clock, or will stop the clock, excuse me. As we seem to have a problem with the chains, apparently. Looks like the chain was disconnected. And then official timeout to figure this one out. I think fans on both sides aren't happy about this.
I'm not exactly sure why Pius fans aren't happy with this, though, right now.
This gives them more time to think about what they want to do.
Yeah,
but, I mean, it also gives Westside more time to think about their defensive strategy.
It really does, but I think the offense comes out with an advantage on this because they have so many different plays that they can run, and the defense can only react to the play that the offense is running.
And Pius is able to line up their next few plays.
Yes, they
so
are.
They don't need time in the huddle, and they don't need to take
yeah, I'm sure that's what they're doing right now, getting 3 or 4 plays down and ready to go just in case. And so they don't have to run much time off the clock like they have been the entire game.
So Pius, if they played this right, they lined up their next few plays, so they don't have to take calls from the sideline, and they don't have to.
That should take a lot less time off the clock.
Yes, it should. .59 seconds left. Still having problems with the chains.
Looks like they're going to bring some new ones out.
And a new set of chains appears on the field. As we get this whole situation figured out. A lot of boos coming from these crowds. So we finally get it figured out. So 1st and 10 for the 33. Warrior fans on their feet. Fans from both teams on their feet, as this is what high school football comes down to. This is what players live for. This one pass is going to be intercepted. Number 12, Joseph Stegman on the interception.
And that changes the momentum of the game.
This game is over.
Westside just needs to make sure that they don't have any stupid plays and turn the ball over and just put it away here.
Westside can practically kneel, but, I mean, Lincoln Pius does have 2 timeouts, so it's not going to work that well. Wow. Wow.
That's 36-33 with 51 seconds left on the game clock.
Robertson tries to lob that one up to, looks like number 1, Will Spethman, who's in double coverage, and along with Tyson Guzman and Joseph Stegman on the coverage there. And Stegman was in the right position at the right time. He intercepted that. Now Westside's got the ball back.
Yeah, that was a great read by Joe Stegman there. He did what needed to be done.
And there goes Coles. Coles breaks away. Coles is going to take it to the house. Touchdown, Westside. Wow. 2 plays can change the entire game. Westside now takes a 42-33 lead over Lincoln Pius with 42 seconds left.
And that really shows you what Coles can do. He found the hole. He avoided being tackled and took it to the house.
Almost tripped up there, but he kept his balance, and now Westside will kick the extra points. That'll go for 2 this time. They've got to do the same thing they did last drive, which was stop Pius from scoring. Jack Bush has not missed a PAT tonight. It's 42 seconds left as Thunderbolt fans start to filter out of the stadium. Westside is in really good position now to win this, to win their first round of the state playoffs, excuse me, as they will move on to play Kearney, who absolutely deleted.
They completely destroyed Norfolk tonight.
Yeah, Norfolk is, I think 45-0 was the final score of that game.
Yeah. Now is when Westside just has to make sure that they put it away. Don't give up any extra touchdowns or do anything fancy. Just put the game away.
So if Westside does win this, they will be in Kearney next week. Kearney is the number 1 seed in the state playoffs. Navoa will squib this one, and it was caught at the, I mean, I don't even know what that was.
It was.
He tried to get it through the first line of men, but that was caught and stopped.
That's not something you see very often in a squib kick.
So Lincoln Pius will start from the 47. This one's thrown into the flats, and Westside makes the tackle around the line of scrimmage. That pass was completed to number 19, Dominic Peelan, who just had nowhere to go on the after the screen pass.
That brings the clock down to 32 seconds, too.
Lincoln Pius will take a timeout here. They've got 1 remaining.
It's an interesting choice to take a timeout there with 32 seconds left, and you're down by 10. It's just an interesting choice.
Pius hoping for some sort of miracle, maybe a Hail Mary and an onside kick and another Hail Mary that will win this game for him. But, I mean,
They're hard pressed for time, and they have not been very efficient this game, have they?
no, they haven't. Jablonski in at quarterback now. Now 2nd and 10. .32 seconds left. As Pius will take a shot downfield. Opperman almost makes a sack, and Jablonski will run it out of bounds with 22 seconds left.
Yeah, it looked like Opperman almost tripped him up there, but he just outran him by a couple feet.
Westside's got to play a lot better than they played tonight
To win next week, for
to
sure.
win next week. Kearney's a good team. Westside just got to limit their turnovers. I mean, they had 3 turnovers, and I think that's what accounted for 21 of Pius's points. Came off Westside's turnovers.
Not only turnovers, but they really need to stop the offense. Like, the defense need to stop the other team's offense when they have a chance. They can't give up extra yards or give up a bunch of yards after contact. They need to take them down right away or on the line of scrimmage.
So the Thunderbolts get a first down. 15 seconds left. They're at the 32. They will spike this one.
That leaves 13 seconds left on the clock.
13 seconds left now. This seems all but certain that Westside will win this one tonight.
Yeah, it would take a miracle and then some for Pius to win this game right now.
Jablonski, shotgun. Got 4 receivers. And he will be sacked.
And it looked like he was down and then the ball came out there.
He was down when that ball was ripped out.
Either way, it leaves 6 seconds on the clock.
6 seconds now. Pius took their last time out here. And Westside is going to win this one. I mean, it was a close game all night until
Until the fourth quarter when Westside really pulled away with it.
Pulled away with about 1 minute as Jaden Coles broke free and had a 44-yard touchdown run. Something that we haven't really seen from Coles in the second half of the season.
Yeah, we really haven't, but that just shows what he is capable of. I mean, it shows how good he is, how fast he is, and how once he beats one tackle, he's gone, and there's no way you can catch him. I think, though, Westside really needs to play like they did in the fourth quarter, all through the game next week. And we've only really seen him play all through the game in one game, and that would be against Bellevue West, when they scored 72 or 73 points.
And, I mean, that wasn't just Bellevue West's lack of defense. That was Westside's offense was rolling that game. I mean, they had everything going for them. They were catching their passes. They were finding gaps in the run game.
Yeah, they had a lot of amazing passes, and that opened up the run game. And once they started running, it opened up the pass game again.
8 seconds left for Lincoln Pius. Pius will take a shot downfield. Try to score one last time. And this one is caught. but a touchdown will be called. Now, I don't think I agree with that play. That looked like a legal forward lateral there to end the game.
It did, but there's 0 seconds left on the clock, and it only makes it 39-43, so.
The referees are going to talk about this one. That looked illegal. I mean, right as he caught it, right as he was going down, he looked like he tossed that in front of him. So no touchdown is the call. Westside will walk away 43-33 as they win tonight's first round matchup. Westside will play Kearney next Friday in Kearney as they take on the number 1 seed. On behalf of us here at WHS Live, I'm Ryan Adkins and this is Joe Graves signing off. Thank you for watching and have a blessed day.